All right, man. Apparently on neck and wrist. I picked up on this. I was just wondering if anybody else is gonna pick up on this. We was talking about this on Kofi's Universe's Discord. Y'all can subscribe to Kofi Universe channel right here on YouTube, man, for the latest and greatest news in hip hop, greatest culture known to man, right? So I listened to the song. They was hyping up this song with Pusha T and Jay Z called Neck and Wrist, right? And obviously Pusha T said that this is gonna be the best rap album of the year, right? So set the bar high, especially when Daytona was such a great hip hop album. You don't get great hip hop albums like that no more, and you don't really get them from older artists. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to listen to an artist I used to listen to when I was a kid. Straight up and down. It's hard to kind of get them a try. Pusha T has done hell of a job of staying relevant and his music staying relevant. He don't get enough credit for that. And shout out to his production by Kanye and all that. And I don't think the song is the greatest song in the world, but I listened to it 2 times on my top shelf stereo, man. Um, but one of the things I heard when I listened to the song was he talked about Birdman, right? And you say, well, why you talk about Birdman? Remember Birdman did that interview? I forget who it was with, right? But Irv Gotti kind of backed him up too on this interview. He did an interview with somebody, a radio station. It wasn't Ebro and them, but he had an interview with somebody, I believe it was. He was talking about how he got the best deal, out there. And he said Jay Z, all them niggas know, Puff, all them niggas know I got the best deal with Universal. You know, and he basically that's what he went on to say. He said Jay and them niggas all know I got the best deal, right? you know. And Jay Z, a year later, actually it was a couple years later, since he took that shot at Faison Love. I think Faison Love was questioning whether he moved dope and stuff in New York City and we really was a drug dealer. He took 2 years to respond to that. Um, you know, that diss. Took 2 years. So he petty. He hold on to shit. You know, he hold on to stuff. It was with a Revolt. He did that. The interview was with Revolt. That's who exactly it was with. And he told Jay and them, he said, all them niggas know I got the biggest deal with Universal, right? And Irv Gotti pretty much like basically said that he basically said that, it was true. And then he says I have more money than Jay-Z. So he done said a number of things, taking shots at Jay, right? And Jay petty, man. Jay hold on to it and wait to the right time to let it go. But speculation, Jay-Z this Birdman on new Pusha T collab, Neck and Wrist, addressed by Young Guru, which I don't even know who the hell Young Guru is. Shout out to him. This is Jay-Z verse of Neck and Wrist continue to start conversation. The newly released track, led by Pusha T, found Hove addressing a number of topics, including his past comments by Face on Love. We talked about that already. I put that in the end screen for you. And dismissive claims about his ascension within hip hop. However, there was one line that sparked a debate amongst fans. I blew bird money. Y'all talking Twitter feed. So the lyric were highlighted by Jay Z's longtime collaborator and associate Young Guru. Okay, yeah, okay. Who praised the short line for having multiple meanings. He said, "We're not talking about this line enough. I blew bird money. Y'all talking Twitter feeds. That's it's like 5 meanings here." Fans immediately responded with their own interpretations of which Jay was talking, taking shots at Birdman. So, oh, ish, laugh my lot is a Birdman diss. I just listened to it again. Birdman had fake watching. Birdman said him and Wayne had more money than Jay. It's not even just that, bro. That's like the old version of it. Birdman just went on Revolt and said that he know Jay Z. Well, it's like a year ago, I believe. Jay Z and them know he got the biggest deal. He said Jay Z and them niggas know I got the biggest deal with Universal, and Irv Gotti kind of like bagged him up. He said I blew Bird money. I talk Twitter feeds, Bird, Coke. He spent drug money, blew Bird, Twitter, the app. Jay-Z sold a portion of title to Twitter. You feed birds and bird feed, bird money. Another Birdman this. I'm rich in real life. Y'all only rich on Twitter. There you go right there. Mr. Allen Williams broke that down perfectly. You know, and it's not enough of that in hip hop no more. We used to do that when we was kids before you could look up, when we was teenagers before you could look up lyrics on the internet. We used to have to like play it over, slow it down. You know what I'm saying? We would discuss what Lil Wayne or what Jay said, or what X said, or whoever it was. We used to discuss what they said. Crazy. We used to break down lyrics all the time, and now, really, it's a couple of wordsmiths out there. A lot of them don't, really get the credit that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? But it's a couple wordsmiths. There's only a few wordsmiths out there now that you can really do that with. It's only a couple wordsmiths you really can get in there and do that with now. So it's not as popular no more. It actually be a daily routine, and then you can listen to a song 100 times. So I hate when people listen to an album and then say it's great or they didn't like it. Shit, man, I had to listen to The Pimp a Butterfly like 5 or 7 times for me to even like it. For me to even get the gist of the jazz samples and what he was trying to do. Some albums you can listen to it once, oh man, they dope. But man, I can never listen to an album like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times and say it's great. Sorry, that's a rarity for me. Real rarity. And that's just my opinion, bro. I like to listen to an album 5, 6 times. I had a homie I like to listen to it working out, listen to it in the car, listen to his stereo. He like to listen to it in his stereo system at the crib. So I mean. So that's just something to think about as well, too. Me personally, bro, I like just listen on my top shelf. I listen to it when I'm working out, cool. My thing is I like to listen to an album at the crib when I'm relaxing or in the car. I might be on a road trip, this, that, and the third. And, when I'm working out, I like to listen to shit I already know that hype me up to get my energy. And as I get to digest that album, you know what I'm saying? Then I would throw some of those songs or throw the album in rotation while I'm working out. That's just me. But like I said before, I heard this on the first time around, and the second time around, I had to, for reinsurance, I had to listen to it, I was like, man, did you just say that? And he did, he did say that. So yeah, I heard it. We was talking about it in the Discord. I said, man, I'm the only person I kind of like try to best of my ability reach out to line somebody in Kofi Universe. It was like, yeah, I thought I heard something like that. It was just such a subtle, but kind of subliminal, bro. Jay-Z is a psychopath genius. Ninja dissed Birdman a decade later. It ain't even that people forget that Birdman just dissed him on Revolt TV. He said he got the big. That's why people forget. Like people, I guess a lot of people didn't see that. I'm sorry, but as many meanings as you can pull from this, by no means is this Birdman. It definitely is. It definitely is a Birdman diss. He can say whatever you want to say. I probably would have glossed over it had I not heard the interview. He said, all them niggas know I got the biggest deal. He just did this interview on Revolt 6 months ago. My bad. I mean, about 6 months to a year ago. Hold on. 1 second.
More than all of them. And I don't say that in a disrespectful way. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
But it's just from a numerical and
if a nigga take it some kind of way, fuck him. But the reality of it is, none of these dudes accomplish more than me.
Right.
In the music business. Now one of them, I don't care what name you say, accomplished more than me. That's facts. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it.
Pumper don't allow me to.
Man, he one nigga that turned me up, right? Peeping what he was about, and I'll never say nothing negative about Pumper.
And he put a lot of niggas on.
I'm not gonna deprive.
I ain't saying
did that.
Yeah.
But
I don't get screaming name because you told me 9 niggas that I gotta do it.
I don't think they did more than me. And you can ask him yourself. He a boss for it. You can ask Jay-Z himself. He a boss for it. They ain't accomplished more than me in this music business. And this
You
is
speaking numbers.
yes. So artists, yeah, I did that. Big bang, big boy, big boy. Yeah, I did that. I did that, bro. No cap. A New Orleans nigga, bro. Yo,
So there you go. Like he said more too. Like it was more to that than that interview, bro. It's definitely a Birdman fucking diss. Definitely a Birdman diss, brother. I was watching that interview, bro. It was going around, and Irv Gotti bagged him up. And obviously, I don't know if Irv got something against Jay. I know they used to do shit together back in the day. You know, remember they kind of had Ja Rule, Jay Z, DMX. And what's so funny, each of them had their time in hip hop, even though it seemed like X and Ja Rule kind of peaked. People don't want to admit Ja was like one of the hottest nigga in hip hop at one point. He was. But Jay Z just like I told people, Jay Z just been around so long, bro. He was the first one talk about ownership and all him and Dame back in the day. That's why it was hard for them to get a deal. And also too, to think about it, bro, that he just like people don't say, well, he never was the greatest at one point. But dog, think about it, man. DMX, Ja Rule, Nelly, Lil Wayne, 50. Come on. Trap music, Jeezy, Gucci, Rick Ross, Kendrick Lamar, put J. Cole was in there. Like he been around a long time, bro. You got talking about Pac, Big, you know. A lot of he was there, during the East Coast, West Coast beef, even though nobody really heard him. You talking about Mob Deep, Nas Effects, just so many people. Wu-Tang Clan, like bro, it's hard to be that nigga in New York. You know, longevity was the key to Jay-Z. He just went to get some Titans, and they came and gone, and some of them stayed, but he been around that long. Future, Drake, like bro, how long he been around? Before Big and Pac died, while they was doing their thug deals or so. I mean, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the music entertainment playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. All right. Financially, you want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Anchor, Spotify. Link tree is the first link you'll see in the description. Say find me everywhere. You also can find my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal there as well too. Appreciate the love support. Let me